GSL.
What's up, guys? We're back here at the GSL Code S. So far, the games have been very interesting. Seed Stain, true to the seed we know, with that playstyle Dark, that solid, almost invincible Zerg. Deer's still got it. MMA, we saw him grabbing his wrist a lot.
Yeah.
We saw some Miss Micro, which is very unlike MMA, or at least the MMA that we know.
Well, they were both kind of one-sided. Both their opponents really did outplay them. Wrist issues or not, that's kind of how the games went down. And now we have what I think are the best two players in this group facing off. Dark, gonna get out of this group. Will he get out right now, or will we have to wait till the last match? That would be kind of anticlimactic.
Well, Dark, I think most would agree, the favorite of his group, despite the other three players being just incredibly good.
Yeah.
Dark's just really on top right now. Our map lineup is going to be Catalina, King Sejong Station, and Overgrowth.
All right. Well, should be kind of interesting. Dark is just really so good in this matchup. He did play against Gear last night. The game was really dumb. Dark did a really weird build that should be countered by anything done well, and that's Dark. Yeah, Dark did the really weird bad build, and Deer made 11 Immortals against a few Ultras, so I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it. It was a pretty bad game.
Going on to our winners match, Dark against Deer. In the center left, in the purple, he is
SK Telecom T1 Dark.
Dark Vader.
Dark Vader.
In the upper right, in the blue,
Samsung Galaxy Can Deer.
Dear Vader.
Oh. I was going to say, Dear B1 Kenobi.
Yours was better. I went for making the joke more dumb. Whoa, quick pull.
Yeah, that's a nice fast one, isn't
Whoa.
it? So that is it's like a 9 pull from Dark. And it looks like he's going to catch Deer, I think. We'll see if he makes the gate. I think it's going to...
He might catch Deer with his pants down.
Oh, no, he's not.
He's fine. He's already might not even get caught with his pants down, but his pants are not even on. He doesn't even have pants in the building. But in this case, fortunately for Deer, he's picking a build that does not get blind countered by what Dark is doing. So Dark,
in fact, it even counters what Dark is doing. It gives him a pretty sizable advantage.
So Dark opened up this way. Now, these guys have a very recent history. If you're watching StarCraft yesterday, they actually are doing a little bit of mind game stuff here, Dark is at least. Trying to throw his opponent off, trying to free win this.
Well, I mean, the most popular build is Nexus first into Gateway. So if he had done that, this would be fantastic, but instead he's not doing that at all. I mean, look at that. He's got 2 gases, a gateway in his main base. This realistically shouldn't do damage. He's scouting it like a little bit late, it looks like as in not scouting it. So that's an issue. Okay, he actually started Zealot. That's one thing I was going to say is a lot of times people start Zealot and then cancel. With this Zealot already started, the damage here should be absolutely minimal.
Oh, but he's backing the Lings out.
Smart.
Is there a chance that he would...
He wants the cancel.
Yeah, he's going to say there's a chance he could still cancel, which is
yeah,
pretty sneaky.
He'll probably see a Chrono come out. Okay, he actually sees it. So that probe was actually very important because I think you don't always cancel out. Sometimes you just let it finish. But anyways, the Zealot's out. This is not really going to do much damage if Deer micro as well.
He comes out again. That did essentially nothing. I do like the mind games, though, with Dark. Yeah, pulling the Lings back just in case there's a cancel, because that would be...
Also, the Zealot, if you do finish the Zealot, it walks out, so then he can actually surround it without any Lings. And that, I guess, is actually probably even more likely than the cancel. But, yeah, it was really smart of them. It's just the probe saw, so it's like, well, I guess you made a ton of Lings and they did nothing. So from here, Deer just has to play like kind of safe and execute a strong attack, and that should just really mess with Dark.
What are the potential follow-ups that Dark could possibly have here to try to trap or trick his opponent? Because this is not a game where I think Dark's going to be like, well, I hope I can win it, you know, after I have 4 bases and my tech tree's done. This is really quite different. He actually is going to be in trouble very quickly here.
I think you're...
Is there any trick strategy with Burrow, or I don't know, try to
Burrow is always
only counter as something?
Burrow's always a good bet to try a Burrows type strategy, but he's really hindered his own economy. So I feel like there's no easy answer to that. Basically, you can try things like Burrow, you can try things like a 2-base tech. I mean, eventually he's going to need to take a 3rd base, and he's going to be a little bit behind Deer no matter what he does. Right now he's just trying to drone up, kind of catch up a little bit. I really like the Stargate tech, by the way, by Deer.
Yeah, this can be really strong. Puts even more pressure on the Zerg.
Yeah.
You get the scout for anything sneaky they might be doing.
Exactly. I think that's really, really key. It's just non-stop, constant scouting. So you can't even catch him off guard at that point as Dark, and you have to make spores as well. So it's even, you know, and you probably lose some drones. It looks like it's actually going to be Phoenixes, not an Oracle. That's guaranteed damage, though.
Well, he's just going to keep going around the map then, trying to take out as many Overlords as possible. Dark in a serious game of catch-up right now. Deer has so much flexibility. There's so much that Deer could do in this game right now.
I wonder if there's any possibility that we see from Dark what he did last night, which was like 2-base, like Burrow into Infestor Rush into 3rd base. It was like the weirdest. I don't know. But
well, if he's going to do it, we're going to find out if it holds off. What is it, a 7-gate now?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, it is. It looks like the Phoenix is just going to kind of drive off. By killing that Overlord right away, you can't see that he's getting gases. In fact, he was making gases and canceled. Thank you, Observer. I mean, this is just so tricky. This is insanely tricky. How do you stop that, Tasteless?
I don't know, Tosis.
You have no idea it's coming. You think he's getting gas. Good mind games.
Really good mind games. Well, I got to say, this has been one of the brainier days we've had here at GSL. There's been a lot of smart, sneaky stuff going on. Sometimes it's not all about the perfect play, guys. Sometimes it's about just trying to feed a little bit of false information to have a nice follow-up that is just going to crush him. Now, when he sees this out here, he should be pretty aware of what's going on. The Zerg's 3rd base definitely under pressure. The 2nd base, if that's breached, the game basically ends.
Yeah, he's going to move up right now into that area. Some pretty good force fields going down. The Spore over here actually pushing back a little bit.
The fact that the Lings were in the back there makes this a little bit trickier. But he's going to get some more Warp-ins coming up now.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one.
The 2 Phoenixes, no, they're not killed, excuse me. They're just up at the top. I didn't see him for a second.
The Queens actually have done a good job at reducing the sentry count.
Is he going to force field this off?
Oh,
yep, there he goes.
2 really low energy sentries there with pretty high energy. Well, low health sentries, I meant to say. Anyways, this is just such a tough attack.
I think this game's basically done. There's too many Zealots. The drones can't even help here. I think Protoss is out of force fields now. Maybe has 1 or 2 left. I believe out, though. And this is just...
That's too much.
It's just too much, yeah. Protoss can warp in basically anything and be fine here. GG, there it is. Deer crushes Dark in game number 1. Dark a little bit sneaky there. Tried to go for that quick link build. Get in there. Deer just so happened to be doing a build that countered that directly. He shut it down. His responses were perfect. But came across the map with that timing and smashed Dark.
This is why Dark is so good, though. Notice that he mixes in a cheese, just like I was talking about before with Sulky. Like, these Zergs that are so good at macro, if they're willing to do that build every now and then, yeah, they'll get losses like this. But it makes him so much scarier because Deer can't just sit there and go Nexus first and be like, well, he's a macro Zerg. I'm gonna be greedy. No, that's not how it works because he will do things like a 9 pool. So
The guy knows how to mix it up.
Yeah, and he has to mix it up. So it was a good win by Deer, though. Knew exactly what to do. Nice follow-up. Tricked him very well. Next map going to be King Sejong Station.
King Sejong Station. I don't think we're going to have Deer do any more, Dark do any more openings like that.
I agree.
He can't afford to do it. It's good to randomize your play and to not always do the same thing because you get blind countered.
You know, Dark seems so obvious, though, that he shouldn't do it. It seems so ridiculously, overwhelmingly obvious. What if he did do it?
Well, I don't think he's that kind of player, though. I think Dark randomizes it up to the minimum.
Okay,
it's
I
not
agree,
like
too. I think he randomizes it.
Well, we've got a lot of players here. Yeah. Sulky randomizes it. I would say to an excess, but he's succeeded with that. And you got to do what works for you, and we'll see. I don't know. Deer, though, definitely going to be happy after that win that he got to some degree for free because Dark opened up with that build. Going on to game number 2 now.